write about. Trying to figure out what it's all about. Existentialist. Am I worth anything or just discount? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Spending time all alone, sending my songs to the phone.
That was the great sounds of Watson with Outside on WNHHLP 103.5 FM New Haven. Myself, Prestige, with my partner in crime, Long Island raised, Elm City made, E.Z. BlueZ is in the building. E.Z. BlueZ, you're better with introductions more than me. Who do we have with us today on Behind the Brand?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get in that DeLorean one more time. We are going to take it to 88 miles an hour, and we're going to jump backwards. We are going to jump back to the past. We are going to talk about a time when community was first, when it was community over dollars, when it was so you could walk out the door, you could let your kids go and play because you knew the neighbors had your back. That is the true fabric of what makes this city so great, is when the community gets together and rallies. There was a point in time when any corner store on here, you could walk in there, and if you didn't have it, you could come back and you could take care of it. It was a personal relationship. It was the way business should be. Obviously, things have changed, morphed, and moved forward into this weird capitalistic state in which we're at. But if you walk down Edgewood, you go over by Troop, there's a corner with this incredible shop. Some people call it a bodega. I call it a corner store. Okay? It's known as the Black Corner, and they actually invest back in the community. They have an amazing thrift shop. Certain days during the week, if the kids in the school need something to eat, all they got to do is come in there, and they'll feed the children. This is not just about the overhead being lights, bills. This is about the community itself. Every Wednesday, they open up their doors for multi-faith churches to come through and bring good energy to this corner. And that is why I think it is so incredible, and we are so blessed and lucky to have them on our show today. The Black Corner is here. Kay, how have you been? What is new? What is exciting? Thank you so much, and thank you for coming into this community. I want you to know personally, my children actually went to Troop for a little while, and the shop that was there prior was not a welcoming aspect, and there was a lot of negativity that came through there, and it's no longer there because of the work you guys have put through. So I really wanted to personally thank you for that, and thank you for really coming into the neighborhood and doing the changes that are necessary. So thank you so much.
No problem. It definitely hasn't been easy, but I love what I do and want to continue doing what I do. You know, I was so happy when I was able to have a foundation. This is what I call this store, a foundation, to be able to do these things. You know, I've always done it, but to have the foundation makes it even better, you know? So whatever I have to do to make the community around me safer and better, that's what I'll do. As we all should, but, you know.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is no matter what, we never pour salt in anyone else's hustle. But we do like to highlight when people are doing things different or in a way that we feel people should be moving towards. And that was, you know, one of the main reasons back before you got all the incredible press that you've been getting, that I was like, no, this is the store that needs to be there. I remember sitting, we've had Pastor Josh Williams on the show, and I remember sitting in his church and him talking about going on Wednesdays to your store. And that was the first seeds that planted. I was like, okay, they're doing something different. I'm going to keep an eye on them. And then I was lucky enough to connect with you on Facebook. And that's literally, folks, that's how approachable this store really is we've connected to do this interview through a Facebook, like, hey, we have this show Behind the Brand. Your brand is something that I really do feel people need to invest more in. And, you know, would you be able to come on the show? And, you know, within 15 minutes, you know, you're like, okay, let's be friends on Facebook message and see where it goes, you know. that doesn't like, I can't do that to like Sam Walton, you know. I can't the head of I can't hit up the CEO of Walmart and be like, hey man, I'm gonna need you to come on the show because I think we need to talk about your aspect. You know, I think
Walmart, you may not be able to get me in 15 minutes either.
Okay, I caught it on a good day. But you know, the thing is it's more than just a dollars and cents thing. And we are in a culture that really does promote the dollars and cents over the humanity. What really made you go into the different aspect of humanity over everything?
So like you said, when your kids used to go to Troop here, the people store from when we opened the doors tell us how it used to be and the vibes that it used to be in this store. So we had to sit back and think about a way how to get this community back on our side. So, you know, some things are a networking tool. For instance, you know, I do free food for the children. That is because I need them on my side. You know, I have a school right here across the street. So they're kids. They love free things. Why not give them something for free if it's going to benefit you in the long run? I love kids, so I found my way to deal with the children. With adults, I also deal with, I'm a business-minded person. So I want to help other Black business. This is Black Corner. So when I say Black Corner, is to help in all aspects, in the poverty areas, in the business line, however we can help the Black community be better for themselves. So, you know, we find different networking tools to help us out in this store and to be here for this community. So we do all that we can do. I do the free clothes. This is my way of giving back so that they're able to come to me. For instance, you know, we had the homeless people that walk around this neighborhood. Because we do so much for them, it makes them feel obligated to come and spend the dollar that they have in their pocket. A lady the other day, she gave me a $10 bill, but I knew she didn't have no money. I didn't even know where the money just came from. She gave me whatever she had, and she left the dollar and change in her own pocket. But because of, you know, they're here as much as we are for them. So it's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. And that is something I really do feel we've gotten away from as a mass society. You know, there used to, you know, our entire money system, our entire, you know, exchange system came from building a relationship. You know, it used to be if this person was a blacksmith and the other person, you know, was taking care of horses, they would like, hey, I will take care of your horse if you, you know, make me a couple of shoes for the horse, or so forth and so on. And everyone was helping each other and they were able to grow together. And, like, you know, as, you know, that's, go ahead.
To me, that is a community. You know, that's just not a place where you live or where you're at every day. And that is exactly what I'm trying to form in this area, is a community where you feel trust enough, where you can knock on your neighbor's door, ask for sugar. I don't know where that went. You know, I just don't know why those things stopped, because maybe if that stopped, the poverty wouldn't be so much. So, you know, one step at a time.
Definitely.
No, definitely. And, you know, I usually tell people that's the point in time where they need to pull over the side of the road, take out that pen and write that down. And I really want to sit with that for a moment. You know, it is community, and it is about the community build aspect. And yeah, if we were able to have those relationships, yeah, a lot of that poverty wouldn't be there, because it wouldn't be about what we have, what we can have, what you can have. You know, you need to be like be better than the Joneses, have more stuff than the Joneses. Exactly.
And we all feel the same. You know, exactly. We all together, we all are the same. But everybody, one person is here, a person that lives next door to each other, one person is working, the next person is not. so they don't feel like they're on the same levels of things. But if this person started to help this person become a better person, then we'll all be on one level.
I 1,000,000% agree. That is absolutely amazing, and I love that philosophy a lot. Actually, it's one that I try to live by. I fail at a lot of times because I am human,
Right.
but I do try to live by it. It's absolutely incredible. Now,
Yeah.
before you even first started or anything like that, what drew you to the concept of doing like a bodega type of store? Because you didn't come from a retail background, if I remember correctly, correct?
I come from a business background,
Exactly.
so it was involved, but I would just say business. My grandmother, my mother, my sister, my entire family is business. So what I know is business. What I know is money, business, and became personal for me, where I like to give back. I like the feeling of doing things for other people. So it became all in one. When I got this store, it was, like I said, my foundation. I was able to do everything that I wanted to do. I have almost 2,000 square feet upstairs, and then I have almost 2,000 square feet in my basement. So I had to figure out, okay, what are you going to do with all this space? You're not going to just have a store. So, I'm a creative director. I do events. I do so much different stuff. So I had to, think of ways. Again, getting the community on my side. I can start doing events with the community. I can start doing things around here. So again, it works out for the both of us. When I start doing events, it will be to bring people together in this community. I know for sure everybody doesn't know each other around here because everybody's inside. Halloween, I got so much candy ready to give out to the kids around here. On Halloween, it was empty over here. There was no kids that came in my store because they all went to another community where it feels safe for them, because this environment no longer feels safe for them. So that's more of what, I'm trying to do on this side, bring back the safety. In front of my store, you're not going to hang and you're not going to chill. Adults are not going to chill outside of my store because I can't have adults chilling where I have kids chilling. So I'd rather kids chilling in front of my store.
That's awesome.
I can't tell an adult what to do. A kid may listen more than an adult will.
No, it's true. It's true. Especially, if you give them free food, then kids will listen to everything.
Kids come and go, but once they start trusting you these kids coming here, I walk some of these kids home. Some of them just chilling after school, before school. They're just comfortable. So this is their comfort zone, and that's what I want it to be for them.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Now, as you move forward and you do some of these events, please let us know, because we'll talk about the events and we'll even can show up to them. And if you need any connections in the music aspect of New Haven, please also let us know, because both Prestige and we know some people.
But we'll definitely talk in personal, because I got some sweet, but yeah.
that is awesome. As you move forward and you continue to grow aspect, is this just is your foundation just going to be your solo aspect, or are you looking to take this to, say, have a black corner in Fairhaven as well, in those different types of communities, or are your foundation point going to be on that wonderful corner of Edgewood?
Something that me and my husband talked about, which we'll say was our mistake in the beginning, was not partnering with someone.
Right.
That's what we should have did, because we went all in thinking we could do it all, and it's not easy. So bring out other Black corners, which is the plan. It'll be partnerships. It'll be to make other people successful as we are. So my plan is to have as many of them as I can, but only in poverty areas. I want to build a community. I don't want to go into a community that's already built. So.
Now, how do you deal with we'll say the naysayers, the people who are like, oh, you're wasting your time, trying to bring a profit, or you're wasting your time, because there's a lot of them, especially when dealing with, getting all your the everything that you need, the setup aspect. People are like, oh, you're gonna do that there. Why would you, waste a money investment? You're just wasting your time there. How do you deal with that negativity, especially when you're dealing with something that is so positive, and it is such from a beautiful empathic place? How are you able to navigate through the negativity?
Honestly, Dustin, it has been too much negativity.
Good. Right.
I'm gonna say that most people believe in what we're doing.
Good. Down
to the health department. New Haven has definitely been on our side. You have the people that don't really know that try to put their 2 cents in. I don't take people that don't really know to heart at all. If you don't know, you just don't know. So those people I don't take to heart. It kind of goes in one ear and out the other. If somebody tries to tell me how to run my business, it goes one ear and out the other. Those type of things I won't even let become a negativity to me, So, yeah.
That is awesome. And again, for those that are listening right now, please pull over and write that down. You have to have, that I call it the duck type of skin, where if they're in a rainstorm, the water beads off and rolls off of their back quickly, and that's kind of what you have to have, because no matter what, I tell it to people that are about to be parents. Right. I say it to them all the time. You're gonna have a whole bunch of people that are gonna tell you how to raise your kids. Majority of them have either messed up their kids or don't have kids. So don't follow their advice.
That's great advice.
How you take anybody else's advice on that? Your child is not that child, so yep.
And it's the same type of aspect. It's exactly what you said. There's a whole bunch of people who don't know that are going to give their opinion, because again, us as a society, we all feel that our opinion is the most important opinion out there. That is just kind of how we are in this society. But at the end of the day, what is the most important is, I'm a big fan of being able to go to bed every night, look at myself in the mirror and be like, hey, you're still a good human being. And that's exactly what you do. And it's incredible. And I'm a huge, huge fan of it.
Yeah.
Now, moving forward.
WNHH LP 103.5 FM New Haven, myself, Prestige, and my partner in crime, Long Island Raised, Elm City made, EZ BlueZ is in the building. We're with Kay from the Black Corner. You got a lot of great food I was looking at. I was trying to pay attention to the great food on the pictures. I was looking on my tablet right here, and you having this great conversation with my friend Dustin. I see a lot of stuff, but just please tell just our audience just about the menu, about the great items you got. I saw the fish and grits. I saw the nice little cold cut sandwiches you got right there, and you have like a little variety. Talk to me food-wise.
You're looking at the wrong cooking page.
Yes.
You're looking at the wrong one.
The wrong one. Oh my God, tell me about the right one. Let me ask you the good question. Talk to me.
The kitchen used to be called Miss Kay's Kitchen.
Yes.
So when I opened, I had this ideal thing that I was gonna be a cook in my kitchen and I was really big on my buttermilk chicken sandwiches and my fish sandwich. So I was really big on. But when you take up so much, I have a store, then I got to do the kitchen, then I got to do. It just became too much.
Oh, yeah.
So I
get responsibilities.
Well, if you're giving opportunities to Black businesses, you might as well give your kitchen to someone that has the passion for this, a chef. So I've given my kitchen. I don't know if you see the Afro Tina page, but that is who my kitchen belongs to now, but doesn't, like, I don't know if y'all seen the interview of what just happened.
Yeah.
So it's now
For-
back in my hands as Black
Mhm.
Corner, but who works for Afrotina, he'll just be working for me inside of my store. I don't want to take the opportunity fully away,
Right.
but because
Right.
of health department issues, we couldn't have 2 food licenses in one establishment.
Oh, okay.
Right.
My food license. But
Yeah.
to clear things up, the health department call us back,
Right.
say that we can put 2 licenses in one. They are fully on our side
Okay.
and will do what they want to do to help us in this. They really want us to stay open. So they're not trying to do anything to damage what we have and what we're trying to build. So they talked and worked some things out. But we've only signed it as a 6-month contract with the guy or the kitchen, just trying to see if this is something that they really wanted to do. So the kitchen is going to stay ours for right now. And I'll get back with you on the menu because we're going to be changing some things up. So we're going to be more for our community that we're in. He had a lot
Mhm.
in higher class food for
Right.
for the more of the Yale students.
Yale crowd. Right.
But you have to know that this is a neighborhood corner store bodega to these people. So they want cold slices, they want wings and things. Like they want finger type foods, the people that live around here.
Right.
So we want the community that we're in. So Afrotina has decided to come up with a small menu for our kitchen.
There you go.
So we'll have that out by next week.
Ooh, all right. Close.
Okay.
That's very
Yeah.
soon.
First and foremost, yeah.
We do the subs and hard rolls and regular things like that,
Mhm.
but we want a menu as well for the hot food.
I understand. I understand.
No,
Go ahead,
and I'm glad we were able to talk about that because that was a huge thing, and I'm so glad that the city and you all were able to come to a great term. I love the fact that they are 100% staying behind the promises they've made to help the small business that's out there. But you also talked about something that is very real in New Haven in particular, and it's not something that we've talked about on the show that much either. Is kind of living in this 2-world type of environment and what that's like for a small business. So many people will, get a business through here and it'll be a little bit closer to the downtown area and they 100% focus on a Yale clientele and they somewhat forget about the regulars that are in the city. So, during the school year, they've got business flying up like crazy, but then during the summer, they're on a skeleton staff and a skeleton crew because that's not really the market that they're there for.
The people there, when school is in only a certain amount of time, so you're counting on that all year, but they're not in school all year. Well, this community, these are where the people live. They're here all the time. These are the people that you want to invest in.
Absolutely.
So that's what I do for the people that live here that I know is going to be in my store every day. I'm going to do what I have to do for you because I got to make sure that my doors stay open as well. So like I said, it's a win-win for me over here.
No, it's amazing, and I absolutely love the fact that you're like, hey, let's look at a menu and understand, because in every business class that you go to, they will say that, like, location is so important, but it's important to understand the community around you, because that is going to be the business that, if you build in that community, that is the business that's going to take you through. And then during the months when there's extra people in that community, no matter where they come from, you'll get more money, but at least you still have that baseline. In sales, they say, sometimes you're having steak dinner, sometimes you're eating tuna fish. But if you're really good at it, you can actually maintain a burger diet the entire way through. Weird little analogies that I've picked up in my chaotic life of different businesses I've been a part of. But it's so true because, it seems for a lot of places that the community that is New Haven gets forgotten about. because of the buying power of the Yale community. But if you really look at it, especially with the New Haven Promise, there's a lot of...
But it's two different communities in one, you know. Mm-hmm. Sorry, my phone is going low. Okay. But it's kind of back to making it one, where even the people that walk to school, the Yale students, feel safe when they walk. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't even see how this became one community in one, with Yale being the richest school, and then this is the lowest poverty area. I don't know how they did it, but we need to make it one. We need to make it where everybody feels comfortable. Because you got people that's comfortable and certain people that's not. Because let's not, you know, this is a very drug addict area. So someone walking to school in the morning, and then the next person is snorting something up their nose. Mm-hmm. Like, we got to find some type of common ground. So I put my story right here in the mix of it all to figure out what we're going to do. You know, when the Yale students come in, they feel intrigued inside, and they feel like this is another world when you come and step inside a Black Corner. But that's what I want as well. I want people to be able to step in here and know that this is a safety zone for everybody. But it's going to take a while. This has been a bad area for a very long time. And not just me has tried to fix this area. Several people have tried to come in and tried to make a difference here. And it's very hard because the bad people that have been over here have been here their entire life. So, it's just about not giving up. And that's just where we are with it.
So true. That's definitely so true. And I think you're already starting that right now, because the mission is with our children. Teach children the right way. They are their future. They are the next leaders in today's world. So if you show them just a positive limelight that you can do something. I mean, you and your husband have achieved something. You opened your own business. That your little Black boy and a little Black girl can look at you and be like, yo, I can do that too, instead of seeing all that negativity around them. So let's just give you your flowers. As Dustin likes to say, I'm taking his little line, I'm stealing that from you. let me steal that, Dustin. Let's give you your flowers to do what you, because it's very hard. It's very hard to keep that up. Like, even if you can have the best personality around a whole bunch of people, but just inside, because you work so hard, you just get tied up. I mean,
I go home and scream.
Yeah.
Husband is not there. I'm sometimes alone, aggravated, but those are my ways of things out. Crying, screaming. That's the only thing I do. I got to get back up and go right back in here the next day. So
definitely
do what you got to do and then get back to work.
Definitely. And just the incredible stuff that I saw online that you guys do, just the food drives and just like helping stuff out there in the community and the churches, that's everything that you guys are working with. You're on a right path to success, and just doing all this stuff right now. And you telling us earlier in the broadcast that, you know, we got the menu coming up next week. This is just a non-giving up mentality that I'm seeing as I'm meeting you for the first time right now throughout Zoom. So yeah, man, keep it up. Thanks. Keep it up. It's still absolutely. Dustin, I see that big old smile in your face with your face turning all red.
It's a wonderful thing, right?
No, it's warm feeling inside. So easy. I know you have a burning question coming out, so let's just talk K for us on Behind the Brand. Go right ahead.
Well, it's awesome. It's incredible to see the journey, and it is. And I love the fact that you use my flower line, and it makes me happy. Makes me happy. I was like, oh, he remembered. You know, but honestly, that, like, what you do is, like, the whole flowers line aspect comes from me saying, you know, I'm a big fan of giving the flowers now, because no one sees those flowers, you know, when the time comes and we are called to whatever maker we are called to. You know, so, you are really, as much as you're getting flowers, you're also giving flowers to the community. You're giving those flowers now to represent that community now, and to do it with such compassion, especially, and compassion for everyone. Because I have been in smaller businesses that just focus on the New Haven community, and anyone who comes in Yale like or Yale look like or anything like that is told to leave, because there has been this strict sectionality. I know like a bunch of people who've gone to Yale back in the early 2000s, when they would be there for their freshman orientation, they were literally given blocks not to go on. You need to stay away from these blocks in particular. That's not how things should be.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Back that off, Easy. They still do that.
They do. I heard they stopped that.
They may not do it
like
officially, but like word, how word of mouth is, they actually still do that. Because I got my brother who goes to Yale now, and I have a couple other cousins that attend the university, and it's not like officially, but you know how word of mouth is. Don't go here, don't go there. Exactly. It'll never technically die. Yes, Kay knows what I'm talking about.
To the Yale light, because now we can't walk this. Why do you feel like you can't walk this way? But I get it. The people have made you feel that way. There's things some of these kids have not ever seen in their lives before, that if you walk down here, you'll be able to see it loudly and clearly. So I guess I agree to some point at this point. Not everybody needs to see the bad part. I remember when NBC, they came out here to do a video, in the reporter, it was 2:00 in the afternoon, and a car drove very fast down Edgewood. In front of my store, she knelt down all the way as if it was a gun about to, she was so afraid when that car was going, like she thought it was somebody about to shoot up my store. But that's because of all, she doesn't come to this area. She only came here because our store is here and she wanted to get a story. So she's not used to this side. She only goes off of the things that she hears. So all she hears is negative. So the first thing she thought a fast car was driving by is that she was about to get shot. And so I'm like, they've definitely destroyed this area's name. So yes, the Black Corner is here to put some type of light back to this corner.
Absolutely.
And look, that's been forever. Me and my family moved here about 8 years ago. And I've raised, my younger twins here 100%. They've been through New Haven schools from kindergarten. They're now going into 8th grade next year. And we've walked everywhere. At any point in time, we would just get out and go and walk. And, never once did we ever actually feel in any part of the community that, it wasn't welcoming and it wasn't warm. So when people would come to us and be like, oh, you let your kids walk through there? Yeah, I'm right there with them. Like, it's not a big deal. Why are you so afraid? Because they demonize a legacy that doesn't actually exist. They demonize a story that they had heard from like 1972, and that's stuck with it forever. Is there a perfect place in the world? No, there isn't. Utopia doesn't exist. We are human, we are flawed, and there are a lot of different situations where some people need to rely on a street economy because the regular economy doesn't pay them correctly. Let's be real. If we had a living wage that was able to do that and was fully federally funded, we would have a lot less of a poverty level, and that's the reality of it. So when you have to rely on the street economy, things are going to happen. And in certain areas, and it is mind blowing that we have one of the richest universities, a couple of blocks down, and we still have to have places that depend on a street economy. It is very, very interesting. And I think it is an absolute beautiful thing where you guys have come in with a completely different mentality, a mentality of a much freer time and a much purer time of, you know, dealing with a mom and pop aspect, when mom and pop aspects actually ran the country instead of these huge corporations that are running the country. But when mom and pop corner stores were running the country, we were a much better society. And I love the fact that you're standing your ground. And I love the fact that you're doing it with such integrity that the city of New Haven is behind you. So thank you so, so much for that, because this is what's needed. More people like you guys need to invest in that community and help build up that community, because it's not about the dollar today. You know, it's, you know, you're dealing, as Preston said, you're dealing with the future people that are going to be running this country and other countries. You know, let's not limit them. They could go run other countries too. You know.
I'm sorry. Let me put you just on hold for 1 second, okay?
Okay. She working so hard. She's actually working. We're actually doing this from the Black Corner right now, and that's the dedication. It's so awesome. You know.
I like the background though.
Yeah.
I definitely like the background. It's really nice.
We're gonna definitely do some social media stuff from there, considering it's right around the corner from me. You know, we definitely gonna pop in. I know you're waiting until the menu comes up because it's you. I can see.
I'll go. You know, I'll still go. I'm not gonna go just for the food. I'll go. Easy. Don't put me in that spotlight. Easy. I'll still go.
I'm just saying. I saw a little bit of saliva when you're talking about the menu. You're like,
listen, Easy. I'm always hungry, but I'm also always hungry for exposure too. I like to see different stuff. I like to see different environment. I like the whole stuff because there's normally stuff you don't really see at a store like that. I mean, she's really put a lot of time and effort, as you see there, and the jewelry looks so nice. You see that?
Yeah, no, it's awesome. And then also that she's working on the thrift shop downstairs, where they can be able to help people that are looking for, you know, that need nice clothes for a job interview and different things like that. Or like, I know that she had some baby clothes and stuff that she was able to give away and repurpose, you know, to people in the community that needed them. You know, these are the things that we need, and it's absolutely amazing. We're just singing your praises. We were just saying how awesome you are.
And we're also teasing some stuff you can maybe ask her, and then we could, with the next coming minutes in this interview, she can go right ahead easy.
Definitely. We were commenting on the amazing jewelry and stuff you have behind you.
Cigarette. What did you say? What?
Yeah, you can give me one.
Sure.
Sorry.
Yeah. It's okay.
No.
It's fine.
No, it's great because like we were actually singing your praises and talking about, you know, the thrift shop that you have and how you're able to repurpose some baby clothes for people in need. And also we're commenting on the jewelry that is behind you. It's an incredible backdrop. So
y'all, I'll show y'all how the spot looks.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, please do.
Got a tour.
I love going on a tour.
There we go. Okay.
Wow.
So I'm closed off. This is an area in my store. This was a Black business within my business, but I've taken back over this area. So now it's like a distributor, like Pepsi, basically now. But that's because their contract is done. Okay, so they have a little bit of everything from jewelry. Right now, I have someone going out doing gift baskets for me because it's Valentine's Day, so they got them on the street. But we got like some little gift baskets. This is another Black-owned business within my business. She does little gift baskets and different things of that sort. So got a little bit of everything. These are for the nurses that live over here. The little gibbets for those Crocs. The kids love these little toys. They're really made for kids with autism, but it seems like every kid fidgets, so they all want the little fidget toys.
That's cool.
And then I got my little
phone covers,
phone case area.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we got a little bit of everything, and jackets and one more.
That's ladies.
Nice.
That's the one you want, the ladies?
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you, sir. Okay. All right.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, virtual tour. On WNHH LP 103.5 FM New Haven, myself, Prestige, and my partner in crime, Long Island raised, Elm City made, EZ BlueZ is in the building for Behind the Brand. We got Kay from the Black Corner Store with us to talk about her amazing journey and her amazing story and her amazing stuff she's happened in the future. So EZ BlueZ, go right ahead with the questions.
Well, I love, and this is something that you've mentioned a couple of times through the interview, but, you know, you have these opportunities for Black entrepreneurs to, it's a spot where they can highlight, you know, their wares,
Yeah.
you know.
Bring you to one other area in my store. So
Awesome.
You can finish talking, but I'm going to walk you.
I just want to make sure. Now, do they approach you, or is this something that you reach out to them for?
I have reached out. I have put it out there that I'm looking for different Black businesses. I haven't put it out there. I'm not just ongoing with it, but now they know. So people, it's kind of out there that I want Black business products inside of the store. So I'll show you the store area, and then I'll show you the area that I have designated for the Black businesses. So this is the spot, which is when you first walk into my store. And now you have the store.
Wow.
So all these aisles is just my regular store, but in the back of my store, the last aisle I've designated for Black businesses. As you see, not enough Black businesses have came on board. But we have one lady that this is the same lady with the gift wraps that's in the front. She also makes different things. So she makes cups, you know, she really put herself out there. And I'm really looking for so many other businesses to do the same. On this side here is my free little pantry. So when my stuff is going to expire on this side, we move it to this side for the community, and they can come in and get the free things that they need. In the back of my store, I used to have in this area, which I'm not supposed to have these bags back here right now of any donations. I'm not doing any donations at this moment. I've stopped the free thrift store until I get my basement remodeled. So this area was the free thrift store, but now I'm remodeling my basement to have it down there.
Okay.
And Michael's not going to get on here, but y'all can have a sneak peek of him. Say hi.
Hi. That's awesome.
He's not feeling
No. Now, how can you know, for the entrepreneurs, you know, the Black entrepreneurs that are watching, how can they get in contact with you? How can they, you know, start to open up that line of communication so that they can be represented in your store?
So I'm very easy accessible. Looks like Google has us on there now, so you can look us up. I can give you all my email, which is going to be G as in God, F as in family, M as in money, improvements with an S at the end, LLC@gmail.com. You can send me an email. You can call me at 475-261-5485. We are very open-minded to having more businesses in here. I can't wait for the day that I see a Black-owned bread, I see Black-owned juices, how Pepsi and Coke got themselves out there is putting themselves in the store. That's it. Showing their product. That's it. Kardashian makes $1 million online selling her product, but that's because she's Kim Kardashian. Not everybody's Kim Kardashian though. So until you've built your name to be as big as that, you have to put yourself out there. So I'm begging, I'm asking that more people believe in themselves. Because if you don't, people think investing in themselves is hard, but it's not. Just do it. Just invest in yourself. Whatever you need to do, put your money forward for you and to build your brand. You don't know, but like them little KD shoes that are out and things like that, I don't wear name brand shoes right now because I can't afford to wear name brand shoes right now. Mm-hmm. So I have my own shoes that I call Miss K's, and they look like KD's, but they cost me $10. But that's what my pockets can afford right now. And if more people thought like that, they put the $150 or $300 KDs. Let me not even say 150 because they're about 300.
Right.
Shoes. If they put that to the side and think more for themselves and build themselves, then your brand will be just as big as that KD one day.
I absolutely love that. I've been a big proponent of that. I mean, currently sitting here on air, I'm wearing a sweatshirt from a local band from out here. I'm wearing a hat from a local band that's out here. I have a pair of sneakers from actually a designer that lives in New Haven. You need, there's so much there. Like, yeah, I won't wear like a Champion sweatshirt because if I'm not going to get paid to advertise from your brand, then I'm gonna represent the brands that I actually care about and I have a connection to, and that's something that really we as a society should be moving. Yeah,
I get that. Like, we got to do better with that. Like, the rich man is already rich. We got to try to start helping each other out in this. Like, so I appreciate you doing what you're doing right now and supporting your local people.
Of course. It's a whole nother universe. It really is. Because here's the other thing. Like, if something goes wrong with, the sneakers that I got from this community, I can be like, hey, this thing fell off or something like that. If something goes wrong with those Air Ones, who are you going to call? Because no one's going to pick up the phone. And it's going to have to come up with another $400.
Yeah.
And that's it's ridiculous, and I mean I could go on a whole evil corporations type of thing, but that's not what this is about. This is about flowers, and this is about the beautifulness of what you do as investing in your community. And we want to take the behind the brand audience, and we want to make sure that they are investing in you as much as possible. So we have our last 3 minutes of the show, and although you have given the contact information for your email, tell the people how they can invest in your dream and how they can support the Black Corner. The time is yours. Thank you so much for being on the show, and thank you so much for supporting this amazing community.
So something that, we offer besides just a corner store is we have EBT. We're about almost the only ones over here that carry it. So I am so willing to get any products. I'm looking at HEB. I'm sorry, not HEB. That's in Texas. I'm sorry. I'm looking at Stop and Shop, and I'm like, they have no food in here, like nothing. I am so willing because I have, the pool to go to these warehouses and get the foods that you want, to put that type of stuff in my store so that you can shop here. I have a 99-cent ATM because I want to make sure that I'm not taking from your pockets, but so I'm in here trying to offer whatever I can to make this community better and to have to do to make people come here. I have lottery, so if you like lottery, come spend for lottery, but then I don't just have a neighborhood store for the people that live over here. I have a spot inside of my corner store that has several different things. So if you need jewelry, I have beautiful crystals inside of here. I mean, if I show you some of these crystals, are just amazing. So it's in the crystal, I bring this up only because the crystals is another world. People live inside this crystal world. So if there's not crystal that you see online, you're more than welcome to drive to my corner store to get crystals, you know. Fashion, I have jackets that you're not going to see inside Burlington Coat Factory or other places that you have to order online. So, you know, I give a little bit of everything to get everyone to come inside the store.
Right.
So just coming here and showing your support is doing enough for us, you know.
Amen.
Definitely. Okay, thanks so much for being a part of the show Behind the Brand. We really do appreciate you. We hope you have you on again. Hope you can talk to Mike too, and definitely and get that perspective of the Black Corner Store.
See, Michael is more of the money.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I understand. I totally get it. Well, we do appreciate your time on WNHH LP 103.5 FM. Myself, Prestige, and my partner in crime, EZ Blues.
Wondering what to write about, trying to figure out what it's all about. Existentialist, am I worth anything or just discount? I don't know. Spending time all alone, sending my songs through the phone, dreaming of a better home, while focused on trying to hone this craft, witchcraft. I hope the brujas let this last.
I don't know if the earth is painted blue.